Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 63 and we are at Barefoot Beach in Southwest Florida. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me and we're waiting on the sun to rise over the buildings and the trees, and it looks like it is right now. Good morning. I missed a couple of names. I apologize. Good morning, Faye, Tammy, Ann, Karen, KB. Thank you all for joining me this morning. What day is it? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Cookie. Good morning, Patty, Monica, DJ. Thank you all for joining me live. For those of you who will be watching the recording, good morning to you as well. Good morning, Elizabeth, Brenda. Oh, is today the last day of February? All right. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Ains. Good morning, Ains. Good morning, Karina. It is a beautiful day here, very mild. Good morning, Joni, Libby, Nina. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Good morning, Ruthie. Oh, wow, that was quite a bike. Yeah, roll call in class. That's right, Karen. Good morning, Tennessee Rose. Thank you all for joining. We had a really great knitting class or knitting group meeting last night. Yes, I did find my mug, Cookie. Here it is. It was actually in the sink next to a couple of, you know, the big salad bowls that you mix things in, big mixing bowls. It was sitting in the corner of the sink with some mixing bowls and I did not see it, so it was exactly where it was supposed to be all along. So problem fixed. Oh, Sarah recognizes my top. Yep, today I'm wearing the Sweet Clara top, one of the most popular patterns I think I've ever released. It's super simple. There's an 8-part video series on it on YouTube. There's a free pattern with lots of sizes and charts on my website, and it uses Be So Sporty yarn. It's a top-down raglan construction, so you start up here, work your raglan to here, armholes, and boom, straight down. Love the length, super duper cute. We talked about this in the knitting group last night, and this is a great top to wear over tank top and jeans like I have on right now, or any type of monochromatic look underneath. It just, especially when you wear a contrast color underneath, it really makes the stitch work pop. One of the ladies last night wanted to make a beach cover-up out of it, and I totally agree this would be an amazing beach cover-up. Yes, Jamie, with leggings, absolutely. Absolutely perfect with leggings because it's long enough. So you just want it to be able to be long enough to work with leggings, but we agreed. This is colorway Crushed Berries in Be So Sporty yarn. We agreed last night that if she was going to make a beach cover-up out of it, she probably needed one more ball of yarn. Good morning, Christina. Thanks for joining. So she's ended up adding an extra ball to make it a beach cover-up, because I think for a beach cover-up you probably want it to hit mid-thigh at least. Sherry wants to know where I got my jean jacket. Little secret for you, it's Lucky Brand. So here's the brand, Lucky Brand. And I buy Lucky Brand jean jackets because of the interior pockets. These pockets on the inside are my lifesavers, because I can put my keys or my wallet or my phone in there and not have to carry stuff in a bag. So I put my lipstick in there. I've put a hairbrush in there before. I mean, I can put anything in there. So I don't know, I'm not familiar with any other brands that do the inside pocket, but I know Lucky Brand does. And little secret, I buy most of my clothes used on eBay, but the reason, let's see, not the reason, we all know what the reason is. I don't like shopping in thrift stores at all because I'm not comfortable. Hold on a second. Be So Sporty yarn is 100% bamboo. Oh, their jean vests are the same way. Their jean jacket vests also have the pockets on the inside. I have one of those too. I don't like shopping in thrift stores because I don't like having to pick through all of the stuff. But what I like about shopping used online is that I can shop by brand and by size and look specifically for the things that I like. So I have the few brands that I know and love and know how they fit me, or the few cuts of things that I know fit me. And so I try to be as unemotional as possible and not overbid. And most of the time I'm pretty good at it. So I search for things specifically on eBay used, and sometimes get great finds. I can find, sometimes I find things for under $10, under $20, and if they're really expensive, I pass. So it's something I've been doing for, oh my gosh, I think I've been doing that on eBay for 15 years. I mean, really a long time. Good morning, Edna. Thanks for joining. Hi, Shirley. Thanks for joining. Good morning, Mar. Okay, so I said the color of this one, right? This is Crushed Berries colorway. Got a bunch of colors available in my yarn shop. Good morning, Ragna. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I got another gift last night at Knitting Club. Look at this. Somebody made me another angel for my Christmas tree. And this one has a pipe cleaner for the halo. Isn't that adorable? Jamie wants to know what size this top is. This is the small 36, and just to give you an idea, this is a very loose and forgiving top. So I made this when I was quite a bit thinner, and you can see that just the nature of the top being so swingy, I haven't really grown out of this size yet. I'm nowhere near a 36 anymore. I'm probably closer to needing a 40, and it's still loose, and when it pulls this way, it shortens this way. When it pulls this way, it shortens that way. So it's just a very forgiving type of a top, but this would be the 36 in the sizes, and I believe the top goes to a 54. So there's a bunch of sizes in the pattern, and you'll just need to pay attention to how many balls of yarn. The size 36 is 2 balls of yarn. Oh, be careful, Shirley. If you have to go because of the storms, we understand, and hopefully you can catch up later. Just be safe overall. So the smallest size is 2 balls, and then it goes up from there into 3 balls, maybe even 4 for the largest size, but you'll have to check, and all of that's available on my website, so you just would need to look up Sweet Clara, and it's easy to find. Good morning, Lucille. Oh, I had a couple things to say about the contest too. First, I need to say a couple things. Sandy made this top last year. Wonderful. I'm so glad. I hope you enjoy wearing it all the time. So the contest, I can't find the extra bag now. I thought it was in here. It is. So I'm giving away the 18-inch size of my Yarn on the Beach tote bag. It's a contest I'm running on my blog right now. It's somewhat simple, but some people are having trouble with it, so I wanted to talk about it really quickly. In the contest, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you can sign up for that. If you haven't followed my Pinterest page, yes, bamboo is great for everyday wear. It's a fiber that is self-wicking, so it's really great for everyday wear. It's also extremely drapey, so it just kind of swishes when you move. It's really, really pretty to wear. Thanks, Sarah. There are ways that you can enter every day for more entries. The contest is going to go till March 6th, next week. So a couple people were having trouble finding the URL of the pin that they posted. Good morning, Angelina. To share that in the box. And I'm just going to say, if you're having trouble with it, don't give up. Go ahead and do what it asks you to do, pin the pin and what have you. If you can't find the URL, just tell me that you did it in the box. I think that that might be a way to solve this. This particular software that I'm using for the giveaway is something that I'm going to upgrade to something better for the next time, So this is the last time I'll be using it, so if you can just bear with me and have a little patience with it. Enjoy it, have fun with it. If you have trouble, ask me about it. But let's just try to make this easy, and I found another solution for the next time. Angelina, I have an 8-part video series on this sweater if you're interested. It's called the Sweet Clara. So if you want to start with that, I highly recommend it. And I do have other summer sweaters that have patterns, charts, and video tutorials. So going back to the contest, I know a couple people were confused, so hopefully that helps you. And if you have any other questions, by all means, pop in with them this morning or send them to me elsewhere. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of it. But it should be relatively simple. And if it's not, let's figure it out. So I want to give this away to somebody this week. Oh, and what I was going to say about it is somebody had told me that other contests that they join are much simpler. And I get that. And the reason why I do them so specifically like this is because they say there's a ton of legal issues if you don't do contests right. There are different legalities from country to country, from state to state, even from county to county. And, you know, I can't afford to, not that I can't afford, what do I want to say? I don't want to put my business or my family in jeopardy because I did a giveaway wrong. So the fact that they're so strict on giveaway laws, I want to make sure that I do it 100% correct. I'm sure that there are contests out there that are loosey-goosey and super easy and maybe not following all the laws. And hey, if they do it, fine, good for them. But I just, I don't want to put anything that I have right now in jeopardy over a giveaway. So that's why I use these more strict rules. At the moment, the only one that I'm able to do is USA only because of those rules. And so I apologize to anybody who feels excluded on this one. If I find something better, I will absolutely change it. But right now it's US citizens and 18 and older. So as I learn more about the legality of it, I will absolutely open it up further. So please don't think that I'm excluding anyone for any other reason than protecting my family. So anybody who is eligible to join, please join as many times as you like. Share as many of those pins as you like. And the winner will be chosen on March 6th to win the 18-inch Yarn on the Beach tote bag. And if this goes well, I think we should do more giveaways. And if you know of some other types of giveaways that are legal, please share them with me. This is something that I don't know very much about. Thea wants to know where you find my mug. My mug is in my Redbubble shop. And if there is a link to my Redbubble shop in every video description, so you just scroll down to the video description box, or if you go to my website, on the home page, there's some links at the top in orange, and one of them says Redbubble. You can click there. Oh, Thea wants to know where it was. It was in the sink. It was in the sink under a mixing bowl. I'm not always 100% great on washing dishes before bedtime. I feel like when I do a lot of cooking, I have more dishes than will fit in the dishwasher. So it's like I run the dishwasher every night and then I still have a sink full of either pots and pans or mixing bowls, and I don't always get to them. And so this was one of those nights when I didn't finish all the dishes, shame, shame, and underneath this giant mixing bowl was my mug. Oh, Ruthie likes my website. Thank you so much. I don't know why, but there's just something about washing dishes more than once in a day, and I just, oh, I'm not good at it. I wish I was better at it. Hi, Shad and Ruby Roberts from Brookings, Oregon. Thanks for joining. My camera's getting dark all of a sudden. Let's see. Yes, that's what I tell myself, DJ. Well, actually, some things do need to get soaked overnight, and that is what I was doing. I was soaking things overnight. Some days I do better than others, but bye, Linda. Have a good day. Yes, KB, it's even harder with only one person that does dishes too. Teresa's having problems with the internet. Okay, well, thank you for joining as long as you could. Good morning, Donna. Thanks for joining. Sharon's the same with dishes. Yeah, it's something you really want to admit out loud, but what the heck. I'm not, Yes, KB, some days there aren't that many dishes to do, but Marlon was not homesick, but home injured yesterday. And let me tell you something, when an athlete is home injured, the amount of food that I have to cook throughout the day is over the top. Oh my gosh. How many meals did I make yesterday? I don't even know. I think I lost count. And we went to Panera for knitting club. And then he was still hungry when we got back. It was nuts. Nuts. I think he had like 7 meals yesterday. Good morning, sweet potato muffin. Yes, this is the Sweet Clara top. And it is an 8-part video series on YouTube. It is also a free pattern with charts and lots of sizes on my website. And you can also buy the yarn in my shop. This is the Be So Sporty yarn, which is 100% bamboo sport weight. And this is in hand-dyed colorway crushed berries. For those of you joining later, I'll sit up so you can see. It's a wonderful length. You know what? I tucked my tank top in and I actually don't like that look. I don't know why I did that. I like to wear the tank top low so that it just covers underneath the top. And any color you put under the top, darker colors like I've done, really make the stitch pattern pop. But can you imagine a coral or a turquoise under this? It would also be high contrast and just more color. Just so pretty. I think any color you put under there. But so monochromatic is pretty, but I really like contrast a lot. But yeah, a pink or a raspberry like this would be pretty too. How did I get started with my yarn, Sandy wants to know. Oh, Sarah, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoy watching. How did I get started? Let's see. Depends on how far back I'm going to talk, but you know, being a designer, in fact, you know, March is going to be my 14th anniversary in business. Yay! And gosh, I want to say for 14 years I've been yes, Patty, the pattern also includes options for adding sleeves to the top. You could absolutely add sleeves. Over the years I have searched for all sorts of different yarns that not only made sense for my brand but made sense for the market. And with all my years in the book industry, I know that publishers would always ask me in the proposal process, why do we need your book on the shelf? We already have X number of books on the shelf, and a really important question to ask yourself in business is why does this need to come out? What separates it from what's out there? So as you're searching for things to add to your product lines or develop product lines, you have to think about, is this something that there's 50 million versions of it already, or is this something that is unique? Or what can you bring to the table that's special? And so over the years, I've looked at different yarns for their carbon footprint, their price, their quality, how much it's going to cost me to invest. I mean, there's so many different things to look at, and to really wonder what is the right image for my brand. So it took many years to figure that out, and the first yarn that I came out with was Be So Fine yarn, the sister to Be So Sporty. It was the first yarn that really spoke to me and made sense for my brand, and I had a great working relationship with the person that I bought it from, and they were a friend of a friend, so it all just really worked out well. No, I don't offer it wholesale right now, sweet potato. I used to order wholesale, but it's funny, after the hurricane this year, it really just changed my business drastically, and so I'm still moving back. I'm still settling in from all of the things that happened to me personally and professionally during the hurricane, so it will not be something that I'm going to do for a while, but hopefully I can go back to wholesale one day. Yeah, 14 years, exactly. It's funny, I went to dinner with a couple ladies the other night, Sunday night was it? Yeah, and they both said they'd been married like 12 and 14 years, and I went, wow, I've been divorced 14 years. How weird. Yeah, so I have a 14-year anniversary of my business, not of a marriage. So here is the first yarn that I ever came out with, Be So Fine yarn. It is 100% bamboo, just like Be So Sporty, but it is a much finer weight. This is fingering weight, comes 650 yards to a ball, and then this is the sport weight version of it. This was the second yarn that I came out with. So I hope that answers your question. I think that starting a product line is a very long process if you really want to put, you know, a good amount of thought into something. Bye, Tammy. Thanks for joining as long as you can. Thank you, Lily. I spend a lot of time thinking about products before I bring them in, and I feel like as a business owner, certainly nowadays, you have the opportunity of being socially conscious if you want to be. And so as I bring in more products or bring in more collaborative companies like Redbubble or Spoonflower or anything else, I always look really long and hard at the type of company it is and the type of products that they do. Like, I would like to develop more bags like, what's the other bag that I do? This, the organic drawstring cotton bag. I would like to do more bags, but I'm going to make sure that I find something that fits my brand and fits my level of, you know, carbon footprint and quality and price, you know. I remember a long time ago, somebody told me a story of, I think it might have been a printer or an advertiser said, you've got 3 options. You can have good, fast, or cheap, but you can only pick 2. And if that isn't the truth, I mean, there's so many things that I love about having a great carbon footprint and great quality, but to get it at the right price, that is the secret. So I'm constantly looking at new products and new ideas for product lines, and you know, it's a super long process, and sometimes high risk too. Thank you, Teresa. I'm so glad you love the yarns that you've bought from me. I put a lot of thought and intention into all of them, and it's something I really enjoy, and really enjoy putting a lot of thought and attention into. Oh, Shirley, I think there's plenty of bamboo for pandas to eat too. It's the fastest growing plant on the planet. I think it'll be okay. My camera is so dark today, I'm having the hardest time seeing. I'm sorry. It is a beautiful day out here though. Gosh, I'm almost not even able to read anything anymore. So sad. Oh, got a great question last night, and got it twice from 2 different people, so I think it must be pretty timely for sharing it here this morning. So I'll have to get started on a row of, got to get started on a new color here, and then I'm going to show you my answer to the question that I was asked. I was asked, how do you stop in the middle of a row in crochet? And I'm guessing it is coming from a knitter, because for a knitter who stops in the middle of the row, you have those stoppers you can put on the end of your needles, because the construction of knitting is that you leave your stitches on your needles at all times, whereas on crochet, when you're done with the stitch, you remove your hook from it and come back to it, unless it's Tunisian, and even then it's only every other row. So let me get, oh, that almost sounded like a dolphin spout. Did anybody see a dolphin? Huh. Maybe it was just a wave. Well, we'll see in a second. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time seeing the screen, so if you're asking questions, I may not be able to see them anymore today, but I'm answering a question that I got twice in the recorded comments last night, and that was, what do I do with my hook and my yarn if I stop in the middle of the row? and they asked if there was a stopper you could put to keep your crochet hook in place. And no, not that I'm aware of, but I have a much easier option. This is what I do if I have to stop in the middle of a row or anywhere. I drag my working loop super long, remove my hook, and now no matter what happens to this in the bag, even if my working yarn gets pulled, it would take a whole lot of problem before that stitch will get unraveled. So you want to just elongate your working loop super long so that if this working yarn gets snagged or tugged on at all, it won't unravel your work. And then when you come back to use it again, you slide your crochet hook in. Don't have to use your mouth, but it works. And you slide it back onto your hook and you're ready to go again. It is something that I've been doing for years to protect my work when I have to put it in a bag. Something's going on out here. I don't know what though. For anybody interested, I am drinking green tea with lemongrass, mint, and fresh lemon juice today. What size hook am I using today? This is an F5 or 3.75 millimeter. Yeah, the waves do sound lovely, Sarah. They really do. Hi, Beck. Hardy says he just walked by. Oh, that's cool. Hi. Yeah, Faye, it is a lovely, really lovely morning. Good morning, Charlene from Philadelphia. I can't believe how dark this is. Someone's asking about the swimmers, I think. Yeah, there's swimmers out there this morning. I think it's our regular two-person team. I saw them go by a little bit ago. Hi, Dadu from Algeria. Having trouble seeing a lot of the comments still. Well, we're almost out of time. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to see better. All right, well, let's take this last minute here to soak in a few more of those waves, a little more of these beautiful colors. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to spend a few minutes with me here at the sunrise on the beach. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, please like it, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.